Hey, everybody, welcome back to the Beauty of Boxing podcast. Here with
Jose Chema.
Barajas,
Yes.
finally a pro fighter,
Yeah.
right?
That's good.
I don't really know much about your amateur background. Obviously, our producer tells me you have a pretty large amateur background in boxing because obviously we're just newly pro.
Yeah.
But I just want to tell everybody, obviously your record's 1-0.
Yeah.
We just had your last fight. What was the date of that?
October 1st.
October
Yeah.
1st, yes. October 1st at the Commerce Casino with Red Boxing and Elite Boxing. And this was a little bit of a stalled pro debut,
Yeah.
right? So we had a fight scheduled in July,
That's right. Yeah.
and you got COVID.
COVID, yes.
How was that?
Kind of sucked, just knowing the fact you've been training for quite a while and been waiting for that moment for a long time.
Yeah.
And then for just get sick and the fight getting canceled is kind of like.
How was it?
It got to me, but
Yeah. How was like? Did you have like a really bad COVID experience? Like, were you sick and stuff,
I
or?
was sick. I mean, it wasn't that bad. Like, honestly, I wanted to fight still.
Yeah.
But I mean, I had tested positive for COVID, and
No one's gonna be around
yeah,
you.
nobody could be around me. I just couldn't fight.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, really wanted to fight, like, but we just couldn't. And thankfully, I didn't feel that sick. I mean, I was sick, but
Yeah, I mean, I've had
It's just-
COVID.
yeah, it
I've
was
had
just-
COVID like
yeah.
3 times, so I mean, I know like the second time I was just like like I felt like a flu.
the flu. Yeah.
Yeah, symptoms, but I mean, it sucks because you trained so hard to get to
Yeah.
that point, and it was like a week before, right? Like a week
Literally
before.
A week before. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Literally a week before.
that sucks. But finally, we're here, right? We finally made it. Kind of got your pro debut out of the way. And of course, we had to have some problems, right, in the ring. And it's all right. It doesn't stop for you because it's all learning lessons,
Yeah.
right? So your last opponent was, what's his name? Jonathan
Jonathan Tejeda.
Tejeda,
Yeah.
a strong little guy,
Yeah.
came in trying to
Rip my head
trying to rip you, right? Trying to kill you, man. But you survived and you learned. It was a good fight. If you guys want to watch it, it's on YouTube. Check it out. Is this on YouTube still? Right? It's on YouTube.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's on YouTube. It's on Elite Boxing Promotions. But yes. So you learned a
I
lot.
learned a lot from that fight. Yeah.
So let's get into your amateur background. When did you start boxing?
I started boxing when I was like 10, 11 years old. Now that I had my first amateur fight, so I was about like 13.
Who got you into boxing? Or how'd you just start? Like,
Honestly, I was playing soccer. I did soccer and boxing for like 2 years, and soccer season was over. So my dad didn't want me at home, just like
Not
just
doing
chilling,
nothing.
Yeah, not doing nothing. So put me in the boxing gym, and I kind of fucked with it. Like I liked it, sorry, and I liked it, and just every day it stuck with me. And then I played soccer and boxing for like 2 years. But then when I started competing, that's when they told me like you really want to box, you gotta leave soccer because like
yeah, it's a full time.
yeah, boxing is like full time. You can't play with it,
Right.
And so then I just thought about it, and I'm just like I think boxing is more fun. I just like the fact it's only like you're just in there by yourself. You're not depending. I mean, you do depend on your team, but I mean,
Right, to get you ready, but it's
Yeah.
only you.
it's only you.
Right.
It's only that's what I like about it. And then just started fighting. I had like about 24 amateur fights. Went to pretty much all the tournaments, and I've been fighting open. This is like my 4th fight, because I mean my trainer was like, "Nah, we're not gonna fight novice fighters." I mean, I was sparring open guys and kind of putting hands on them. So I just started fighting open. This is like my 4th, 5th fight. Started doing good, but then when I graduated high school, I was about 17, and then I went to college, and then I did college for like a year and a half until COVID kicked in. So I stopped fighting because everything was paused and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't know what I wanted to do, if it was boxing or school. And then COVID, when school transitioned to like homeschool, I couldn't.
You
learn.
had so much
Yeah,
time.
I couldn't learn. Like I would get distracted easily, and I'm like, it's kind of a waste of time.
Mm.
So that's when I started got back into boxing with Don Chuy and his son, Junior.
Mm-hmm.
And now we're here, so
That's
it's going
good.
good.
Yeah. So it's been how many years back since school? Like 19 years old?
Yeah, 19.
20,
yeah,
21?
yeah.
So only a couple
18,
years,
19,
3?
Yeah. Because I graduated at 17, so I went to college for, I guess, 18, 19. That's when I stopped.
And this gym here, how did you guys get here? Because of Junior?
Yeah, I didn't have a gym. I kind of needed a team. So I just DM'd Junior. Kind of already, everybody knows in Tree, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And they were opening this gym, and I told him, like, kind of needed a team. I wanted to get back into it. And he's like, yeah, like, pull up, like, talk to my dad. Me and my dad talked to the Tree, and came up with a game plan, and, we're here.
That's good, yeah. A lot of fighters don't really know what it's like to go through what you went through in your last fight, getting knocked down, you know?
Yeah.
A lot of fighters experience that way higher in their career. And it like we were talking about earlier, it sucks because when you get that high, you're 16, 17 and 0 and you get knocked down, it's different from being your pro debut. Lomachenko lost his pro debut, right? And look at him now. Obviously, he still got another loss under his belt, but I mean, obviously we know from history, getting a loss doesn't mean you're gonna lose your career, right? Thank goodness you don't have any losses, but
everybody loses shit,
right? And we just seen one of the amateur kids too took his first loss, Yeah. And I felt so bad. Yeah. I felt terrible, I felt terrible for him, but at least he held his head up high and he looked good, but like it's hard for everybody, A lot of times they people lose and then our fighters lose, especially professionals. They lose and then they like binge out, They do drugs and they go off. There's crazy, So it's good that you learn early. Learn your lessons early. Let me see my notes here. BoxRec says that you were born in Mexico?
Yeah, I was born in Mexico, Jalisco.
Yeah? How's that? We were talking about, obviously, earlier about Canelo and doing stuff for Mexico because it makes me angry, That filthy animal. Ugh, he makes me mad. Fucking Canelo,
Yeah.
Like, and I'm sure he could do more, but he...
Pretty sure, I'm pretty sure everybody should give back, if they have that kind of money.
Yeah.
Kind of family, because at the end of the day, you're not going to take anything with you that we leave,
No, I honestly, as I get older, I have big kids. Like, my daughter, she's older than you. Yeah. So, my daughter, she's 22. My son, he's going to be 12. As you get older, you realize, God, it's fucking going fast, the years, Time goes so by. I used to hear my parents say stuff like that about kids. Oh, they grow up so fast. Oh, I miss them. Now I miss my kids being little. Damn, I don't want them to be old. What the hell? That they grow up and they just, have their own lives and shit. What? What am I supposed to do now? The fuck? That's how I get into boxing. So it could give me some time, Yeah. So your division, we're at 118 pounds.
118, yeah.
How do you? You're so tall for that division. You really are. We were talking about Mercado. Yeah. He just fought him yesterday. You said at one time he sparred him.
I sparred a few times, maybe once or twice when we were little. He came down to our gym out there in Carson.
And then there's you were saying the other one, Jalen Walker.
Yeah, Jalen's my boy.
All those guys, they
got bigger than me.
yeah.
That's the highest weight class as an amateur ever fought as at 119. And
that's the highest.
Yeah, that's the highest. And I was at 114, but the reason I would fight at 119 because me and Jenna were teammates.
So you didn't want to fight each other?
Yeah, so our coach, since he was at 110, I was at 114. Or I was at 114, and, we'll just switch it up. Yeah. And that's the reason now, he's fucking big.
They're big.
130, I think.
Yeah.
Big now.
It's so funny. We're oh, that's big. That's not big. That's in boxing. Boxing jumping divisions that and growing is big. Nobody does that shit. People always talk about Manny Pacquiao. He's been in 8 divisions. Blah blah. That's really impossible, guys. Come on. That's a little. I don't want to say this shit because I get in trouble. Hey, look, I get in trouble. I get slack all the time on Twitter. People talk shit because I be saying Manny Pacquiao come on, y'all. Come on.
From 108 making your pro debut going all the way to 154.
I ain't even got to say it. You know what I mean? See what I mean? I say this all the time.
And if I say it, many more people say it too.
Right. It's hard. And it's really hard. I worked for a Filipino. And they worship Manny Pacquiao. I mean,
Yeah.
I also dated a Filipino for 2
Yeah.
years, a Filipino boxer at
Yeah.
that, a professional.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They worship Manny
worship,
Pacquiao. I mean,
yeah.
like T-shirts. We want to fucking get jackets. We want to get like they want to go when Manny Pacquiao runs. You know, be all up in that shit. Like, no, bro. I was so mad. I would just be like, they're like, we can take you to Manny Pacquiao's house. I'm like,
I'm good.
it's cool, it's cool. I just feel like that's impossible.
Impossible. Yeah,
You know,
just
and
crazy.
and it doesn't seem like people think like fans think like it's only 5 pounds. It's not just fucking 5 pounds because you guys have to use are losing weight to
weight,
get
yeah.
to this weight, and so that extra 5 pounds it means something.
means, yeah.
You know, extra 5 pounds or less. You know, 5 pounds less. It means something. You know, it's a lot of
Losing weight, people don't know it gets you weak. You know.
It does. It gets you
So,
weak.
like, it might one fighter it might get them weakened than the other. You know. So it's all different. That's what
And
people
then
don't do.
you might have people that rehydrate
Rehydrate
more than others, and like I know that obviously like on the big fights they you weigh in the morning, you know,
Yeah.
to check in, but I mean there's been such big weight differences in fights, you know. My favorites when what's his name, I don't even know what the weight difference was, but when it was here in Carson, what's his name, he got his jaw broke. Oscar Valdez, remember?
Yeah.
When he
It's
fought
crazy.
Quig.
Yeah.
And Quig was like, I don't know, he was big. He was like 8 pounds over. 8 pounds over. And he broke his jaw, remember? Can you imagine? Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, he came in, I think, like 19 pounds
That's like
over
2
the
weight
next
classes
day.
over, about 8
The
pounds.
fuck? That's a
Yeah.
lot. No, but the next day he was like 19 pounds, I'm sure, over.
Way bigger, huh?
Imagine?
Yeah.
Homeboy, like he broke his jaw. Like that's not something you want to play with, and they don't understand. You know, they don't understand. I don't think Oscar Valdez ever fought the same after that.
Nah.
You know, even
'Cause there has to be like some kind of like miedo, like some kind of like fear. You know.
you have to think about that
You gotta
shit.
think about it, yeah.
Yeah, like it's a hard. People think like fighters just take fights. Just well, why don't you guys get in there? Like why not? It's like, dude, hello, like.
Yeah, you're fighting.
You're fighting. I'm getting hit. I'm getting hit in the freaking fucking head. Like my brain is gotta go. Like I worry about you guys all the time, you know. And I see the lineup. Obviously, I'm helping with the paperwork, whatever. But like I worry about you guys all the time, and I have to go talk to the doctors afterwards. You know, when people get cut and get stitched up. I had a guy get cut big time. Like it's scary. It's scary. I mean, I want your guys' careers to be prolonged, but this is a fight game, you know? This is going to happen. People are going to get hurt. That's the point. You know, that's the point. That's the point, you know? So, it sucks, but I mean, it's a part of the game. Your in your weight class is one of my favorites because there's the lightweights. Nobody really worries about y'all. You know, the little flyweights, nobody really worries. Anything under 130, people don't really pay attention. You know, because 130, 135, that's Ryan Garcia.
That's almost like division right now. 130,
Yes.
135, 140, for sure.
We were just talking about the Ryan Garcia Tank fight. I mean, I'm team Tank. I do love Ryan. I love Ryan. I love his family. You know, they're crazy, but I mean, I feel like Tank is gonna take that one.
It's gonna show real Ryan.
Yeah. I mean, because if Ryan does win, imagine.
That's gonna be crazy.
That would be fucking crazy, really.
Everybody's mouths up.
There'll be nobody like, okay, remember when everybody was like, remember when he was like gonna take over like Canelo and then him because they were in the same camp and everybody was like, he's the next one, but then he's fucking stalled, you know. But if he fucking won, dude, that shit would be crazy. Because I feel like Ryan Garcia could beat Devin Haney. I feel like he could beat even I like Shakur.
I don't know. I don't think.
You know, I don't know. I don't know. That one's a hard one. Yeah, you have to. I might have to back up there because Shakur is a little.
I think you beat Tank too, honestly.
Tank.
Shakur
and Tank.
Beat Shakur at 130, 135.
That's over here. Producer guy over here thinks too. We argue about it all the time. I like Shakur. I like.
I don't know. I think
you think it's
that might be,
obviously
that might be my favorite boxer right now. Honestly,
Shakur.
Yeah, Shakur. His style is just sharp.
Yeah,
sharp.
Yeah. He has everything. He has technique. He has quickness. He has I used to think like, no, he's got to be. I mean, because Top Rank pulls some little hype jobs, you know. Top Rank kills me sometimes with
That's
these
what a lot of people were
guys.
saying in the beginning of his career that he wasn't going to do anything because he had no power.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, he's still finishing these guys. I mean,
Right.
like,
yeah. No. Like
you wanna have, like KO power, like one punch power, but I mean, it's weighing him down, and he's stopping.
his
him
technique
eventually,
is there. It's extremely
Kinda
sharp.
Like Lomachenko, they kind of beat the fighters mentally before they beat them
Mm-hmm.
physically.
Yeah, and you can tell
Yeah.
he's very very strong mentally. They have a good team. Like I said, I was always thinking, maybe there's a couple hype jobs in Top Rank because Top Rank always does that to us. They bring us some guys and they're just not they get knocked out or they just got a last name. They think, oh, we need to put them out there.
Vargas.
Oh my God, the Puerto Ricans kill me. I mean,
and then that one guy, Dakota Linger.
Eesh. That was bad. But then remember he tried to come back and he got beat up again. That was the second time?
Yeah, Dakota Linger, I think that was his name.
Oh my God. Yeah, poor guy. I mean, even Berlanga.
Berlanga, yeah.
Berlanga, how cute though. I did see, I mean, I'm not a Berlanga fan. I am definitely not a Berlanga fan. Like my biggest TikTok, it's hilarious. It's remember when at Berlanga's fight, what's his name? Fat Joe, was it Fat Joe?
Fat Joe.
And he was like, he's like, that guy beat guys like Triple H instead of saying Triple G.
Oh,
he said Triple. Yeah, he said that. He said Triple H.
Triple H.
Instead of Triple G.
Like WWE guy.
Yeah, and I was like, dude, wrong sport.
Yeah.
That was super funny. But it was at Berlanga. He was there for Berlanga, and Berlanga got knocked out. I mean, I like Berlanga.
Yeah.
I like him only because like I used to laugh at him, but I mean. I like him because I saw recently, like, he was out literally, like, giving away money and, like, stuff in Puerto Rico, from the hurricane.
Yeah.
Like, at least he's putting out good. Like, that makes me happy.
That's how it should be.
Yeah. That's the biggest thing, like, was hard with Ray before because when he's Filipino, but he's, like, the community here is Mexican, and it's very hard to get like he doesn't have family. He doesn't understand like how the community Mexicans how we work together, how a lot of times like it's just family helping family. I don't have family out here. My family is 3 hours away, but like I feel like I have some family out here all the time. I don't ever feel like I don't get my good food. I don't ever feel like I don't have homemade shit because I know where all the spots are, you know what I mean? And everybody here is like sharing. I was telling Matt, I was freaking, we went to the amateur fights the other night in El Monte. And I'm always worried, like I'm crazy. I'm always have anxiety. I'm always worried about stuff. And I was thinking, in case of an emergency, this is a freaking good spot to be at. Damn, there's so many Mexicans who have bomb food. Yeah. In El Monte. Like, damn, it'd be a good spot to get stuck at, because there'll be some bomb food. We'll never go hungry. And he's all laughing because really he's like white boy, he never really tried food. He never tried a torta.
Never tried a torta?
That was the first time, like a week ago, 2 weeks ago.
A torta.
All happy, dude. Ate that shit. Didn't even ask me what the fuck was in it. Just ate that whole thing. And he never had one before. So, like,
I just already imagine, bro. Like,
dude,
falta,
no, that's what I was telling you at your place, the restaurant. Your dad, dude, he never had that shit.
You never had that?
He never had anything. Like, he never had cueritos. He never had no Mexican good food. He never really had. I don't think the seafood that you guys have. Because you guys have.
It's a fish market and a seafood restaurant.
I was gonna tell you before to teach me how to say, what is it?
Pescaderia.
Pescaderia. Pescaderia.
Yeah, there, you got it.
Pescaderia. Yeah, oh my God, that's intense. That's intense one. That's an intense for me. My whiteness is showing. My mom is white, so I'm half,
Yeah.
But when I did my blood test said I'm like 70% Mexican.
This is 70,
yeah, like so.
That's what matters.
Damn, strong. But it's pretty funny because I'm literally the only one in my family, besides my dad, because obviously I look like his Mexican ass. Like my dad and me are the only ones that have like any kind of skin color. Because my sisters are light, they're white. My mom's white. Yeah, I'm the only one that came out like Mexican. And then we did my freaking blood test. It says I'm 70% fucking straight from Mexico, fucking straight from Jalisco, fucking. There's like
That's the spot I'm from too, though, Jalisco. So.
yeah. There's like all the way. I think I have like 8 great grandpas in fucking Mexico that they traced, dude.
Yeah.
I'm deep.
Deep.
I used to,
Generations deep, huh?
yeah, because my parents used to lie and they used to tell us that we're Italian and shit.
Yeah.
Like our last name's Italian because it sounds Italian, Doria.
Doria, yeah.
No, that shit is like fucking 19 generations in Mexico,
Yeah.
like all the way
Doria,
deep.
yeah.
No, and I think it's the Oria.
Doria.
Yeah, I think the D and then they put a apostrophe and then Oria.
Doria.
I think that's what
That's what
in
actually
Mexico
mean,
because
yeah.
they change it so many times.
Yeah.
But there, I mean, I'm all the way back to like the 1800s. Fucking in my family, yeah, you can see because my grandparents got married in Jalisco. There's
Jalisco,
yeah,
yeah.
and then they came over here to Texas. That's where I was born.
In Texas.
Texas, yeah. My dad was born like on the Grape Trail, Oregon somewhere.
Over there.
Yeah, when because they were picking grapes.
Great.
My grandparents,
Back in the
they
day.
work in the field, yeah. Like where they're from in Coachella, it's all the fields.
Over there.
So yeah, they worked in the fields for my my dad's life, but my mom's white. So my whiteness shows sometimes, but at least I'm giving some people culture, But I always try like to the community is probably your best bet to help you, and I feel like obviously with the Mexican community it's very like tight knit and we always want to help each other, I want to give back to Mexico as much as I can,
Rest of the world,
but-
everybody gotta help everybody.
yeah, it's crazy because I wouldn't be where I am either, if I didn't have help like meeting. I honestly, this crazy shit, like I got into this boxing. I love boxing.
Yeah.
I love boxing. My dad, I'm the only like one close to my dad before, so me and my dad used to go like with his friend's house, watch boxing, right? Parties, boxing all the time, have food. We used to watch boxing, and I'd be the only girl.
This is
But
right there?
yeah, I'll be the only girl watching, and
Not that many girls they watch.
no, I was since I was little. I mean, like 6, 7 years old. I remember my dad always wanted to watch. My dad loves boxing. Yeah, he loves boxing, and he was an amateur too. My dad.
Oh, he fought.
Yeah, he was an amateur. My uncle too. They were both amateurs. Like my mom has little papers in the newspaper when they competed
Really
with the
fought,
Olympic
yeah.
team. Yeah, like with the Olympic trials and stuff. Yeah, it was cute. So my dad said he fought. He said he fought until he got his nose broke, and then he was like, "Nah, I can't do this shit." Nah,
stopped.
yeah, he got his nose broke, and he was like, "Fuck this shit," like I'm not, I can't do it.
Yeah.
So he stopped after that, but he was obviously because he was an amateur. When he was an adult, he loved watching it, right?
Right.
So I grew up watching boxing with my dad from very young, and then learning about boxing like as an adult. I always wanted to know like about fighters. Like I didn't know. Obviously, I know tons more now, but I mean, I didn't at the time. I didn't even know like the dieting. I just couldn't understand how you guys can like last with the. I mean, the gloves are heavy.
Yeah.
After 2 rounds of sparring, I'm fucking dying.
Oh, with the
Like
gloves.
I try, I try. I've tried. I've sparred him. I've sparred. I've tried. I try, but
Yeah.
I can understand like what you guys have to go through. Like it's everyday dedication.
Yeah, it's like it's an everyday thing, but it's fun, so you enjoy,
Yeah.
There is this where you wake up, you're like, shit, I gotta go run, and that's low-key me kind of every morning because I hate running, honestly.
Yeah.
Like my whole team knows, like
That's-
I struggle running, but I'll do it. At
At least you'll do it because I know a couple fighters that won't even run because they don't like running.
Like if I forget to wake up, like I'll go run in the evening or something.
Yeah.
I'll make sure I'll do it, but.
Well, you're in a gym with a lot of professionals. I mean,
Yeah.
obviously, this we're filming here, Fundamentals,
Yeah.
in Bell Gardens.
Gardens,
And this gym here, you guys have obviously Arnold Barboza,
yeah.
right?
Arnold, Omar Trinidad.
Omar Trinidad. We-
Gloria, she's about to make her
Pro debut, Gloria, yeah, November 3rd, right? At the
Quiet Canyon.
Quiet Canyon Montebello, right?
Yeah, and then Danny Roman, but he just retired.
Yeah. Oh, he was here
Yeah,
too?
he uses his gym.
He was one of my biggest interviews.
Yeah,
I'm in
Danny?
love with Danny.
Yeah.
I'm in love with him. Like I'm in love.
that's
I love
like
him.
the most-
I should tattoo him. I would have tattooed Danny if he wouldn't have retired.
Yeah,
But he retired. Like he knows. I'm in love with Danny.
that's
I
like the most humble person. Like
the
fighter,
nicest guy in the
honestly,
whole
that's
world.
like-
Nicest guy in the whole world.
That's the most humble fighter I think I've met.
The sweetest guy, right?
Straight up.
I
he's
know.
really humble.
Maybe like his team might not, like me. I mean, his manager loves me. I know Eddie loves me. Okay, Eddie loves me, and thank you for getting me that interview, Eddie, because I love Danny. I'm so sad though. I had a picture of Danny I used to take with me everywhere because I'm a fucking weirdo with his signature because they send me a picture and I left it at a hotel. I was at a hotel, yeah, at a fight.
Yeah.
I think it was for when we were in the bubble.
Yeah.
For you couldn't leave the hotel, remember, for like a week for COVID stuff. So I was in a bubble for a fight, and I was helping, and then I left it at the hotel. I don't even remember how, but damn, I used to take Danny everywhere with me, and yeah, I used to set him up just to look at him.
Yeah.
Danny's my favorite, but. He's so nice, and he's always at the fights too. Because I didn't know last time I saw him. Right, we were at 362, and I saw Danny there.
Oh yeah, I think he put it to support Omar. Omar trained.
Oh, Omar was fighting that time too.
Because Omar sparred him. They were kind of
Oh yeah, and I think Omar had already fought because I caught him outside by the food place. Yeah, and then I went outside and took pictures with Danny, and he's so sweet to me. Yeah, I know. He knows I'm crazy about him. I love Danny. One day I'm gonna steal him. One day, but I was sad he retired. I mean, I really do like to pay attention to the lower weight classes. I have my Chocolatito shirt right there. I want to wear. Yeah, I love Chocolatito. I like Cuadres. I love. He's gonna fight again. Estrada. I love Estrada too. I was even there. Remember going to all the Superflies? You remember the Superflies?
You know how to get down.
Because they're so light and they're little.
They just throw hella punches.
Yeah, and when you have that much anger when you're that little, it's fun, huh? I mean, I'm a big girl, but I mean, I'm a short person.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I wasn't made to be like 180 pounds, I'm pretty sure at 5'1", I was made to be like 110, 120. You know what I mean? but unfortunately I'm thick, so I mean I know being little, like I mean if I lost weight, I hit hard. I hit fucking hard. I know I bruise my own self like on accident all the time. Like I know I hit hard. I know I hit hard. My mom hits hard. My mom hits hard, so I know I know I got heavy hands. I got I know. But I feel like, dude, if I couldn't imagine if I was at a lower weight. Can you imagine? I'll be knocking people out. I mean, I'm not going to go try, but I mean,
you just do
I
it.
think that'll be, don't yawn on me, fool. What are you trying to do?
I woke up ready for church.
I know, it's a Sunday. We had to reschedule a couple times. I'm sorry.
We went on Not Scary Farm yesterday. So
how was that?
It was alright. It was lucky packed. More packed than expected.
Yeah.
So we got home kind of late, like at 2. Well, it finishes at 2, so.
Oh shit, that's late.
Church at 8:30.
Yeah, good. But you got to do it.
Oh, we went to church last
night. It's a Sunday, right?
Sunday.
You were there.
I was there.
Whether in spirit or not. No, you were there. That's good. Yeah. We wanted to go to Knott's recently too because my son loves going there. I don't remember why we didn't go.
Nah, if you want to do like some Halloween experience, sure, we should go to the 17th door.
What's that?
It's like a maze.
It's scary?
Yeah, it's okay scary. They drowned us.
Really?
They drowned you like on the...
What the fuck? They drowned you?
They fucking drowned us, literally.
What the fuck? No way.
Yeah, for like fucking 10 seconds.
Oh, I can handle it. I can handle like 3 minutes underwater.
Sign a waiver and shit, and then
just in case you die.
They'll shock you right there too and everything. They, like
to wake your. Well, they probably had that smelly salt.
Well, hey, they could cut your hair too. Like if you're a guy you sit on the barber tree.
Oh no! Like it's like Manor. Remember that there's like this old one called like something Manor, and they used to do crazy shit like that. But they would like cut you and like really hurt you. Yeah. And those people would like there was all these people going crazy.
They'll like they could touch. They don't like really hurt you, but they'll fucking put hands on you right there.
Yeah, but what if you put hands on them? That's why you had to sign a waiver, huh?
Yeah,
see,
for them not to get sued or.
Yeah, I don't think they should let fighters go in there. No, that's probably not a good. Imagine, fucking put Arnold in there, fucking knocking people out and shit. But no, you train here with a good, solid team. You guys have a lot of Your stable, your guys' stable is good. For your division, who do you feel obviously is at the top of your division?
Right now, Probably that one guy. What's his name? The monster.
In a way.
Yeah, probably him.
This one's right
Yeah,
there,
him.
monster. You didn't read it? Look, it says monster.
The monster.
Monster. This one is him, a picture of him that his I don't know, brother-in-law. Somebody drew it like a South Park figure.
South Park. Yeah.
And that's why my son, he likes South Park too.
Yeah.
So they like it. Yeah. I was so happy. Oh my, in a way. I love him. I love in a way, but I mean, I feel like he's getting older, obviously.
Yeah, he is.
That's the biggest problem that I have is like I don't feel like he's going to, lose anytime soon, but I feel like he's getting older, and that's my only thing that might affect him.
I'll retire him.
You know.
I'm sorry.
At least we'll have this
Oh.
interview. At least we'll have this interview, and I better have your autograph.
Yeah, how old is he right now?
28, 29.
I mean,
How old are you? 20. Oh, yeah.
I
See,
mean,
you're.
like, who knows how long he's gonna last? But I mean,
Yeah.
you never know.
What about Bam? What do you think about Bam
Well, I think
Bam?
he's gonna go. He's dropping back down to what?
112? 112.15?
No, 108, I believe, because he has a belt at. No, 112, right?
I think
He has
112.
a belt at what?
I think
115?
112, 115 right now. Yeah.
Yeah, so you think he's dropping down to 112.
One back. What about his bro? What about Franco?
Me and Bam, like, who knows? Like, if ever, well, I am gonna get to that level.
Yeah.
So when I do, I mean, Bam's out there too. Franco's like, I think he's 118.
118, right?
Yeah, his brother's at 118.
He thinks he could beat in a way.
And then,
He told me
the
too.
guy that he lost to, who did he lose to? I forgot who he fought for a world title, I believe, and he lost to him.
Negrete?
No, was it Negrete? I think it was in the top
He
rank
fought like
recently.
3 times.
Negrete, he fought 3 times, and they got a draw. They got a
I
draw.
think it was recently under top rank.
Was it Maloney?
No, Maloney.
The Maloney.
Maloney.
but I think they're at 118.
Yeah, Maloney.
Yeah, Maloney. Yeah, you're right. Man.
And but he's scheduled to fight. Supposedly, they said Josh Franco is supposed to fight.
They just fought on the Combozes on the card with Haney.
No, he hasn't fought.
No.
The Maloney's fought.
The Maloney's fought,
Yeah,
but Franco's supposed to fight in Japan on New Year's Eve against Sayoka.
Yeah.
That's fucking crazy, huh? He's gonna. I mean, I don't want to say it, but I mean, I think he might get his ass beat. I'm worried,
Look at Danny Romando. He went to Japan and
Dude,
conquered the
Danny. But Danny's
so-
gangster.
Yeah.
Danny's gangster.
Yeah.
That's Danny. That's people don't know. And Danny, I'm a hardcore Danny fan. I fucking love him. I would.
when he's in the ring, he's
I mean,
so
on
big.
my YouTube,
Yeah.
I have his fights in Japan.
Yeah.
I would record them because I would get up like 2 a.m. 4 in the morning to fucking watch his fights in Japan. I love boxing, and in Japan, what I love about Asian boxing, because in the Philippines, there's obviously Thai fighters and big in Japan, but I love it because they're smaller. Obviously,
And
they're
they're
smaller.
yeah.
You know what I mean? There's no 154 Asians. We got going out there.
It literally isn't.
You know what I
They're all
mean?
Little guys always.
Yeah, they're really small. They're really light. And
Filipinos
so
too, most of the time they're all like little
flyweights. Yeah, they're small. They barely make it to lightweight.
flyweight.
Yeah, and that's probably them using steroids.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't happen. They're very small people. So,
People, yeah.
but I mean, there's some Mexicans that we have that got bigger. Obviously, like
Yeah.
Canelo's moved up how many fucking divisions? You know what I mean? My only problem.
I kind of want to get bigger. I want to move up because I feel like
That's what I want to
Moving-
tell you. What division do you think you'll make it to? Because you're tall.
Well,
We
I
already
feel
talked
like-
about this. You're
I feel like,
tall.
we're gonna stay at 118 for a while because I can make that weight like nothing.
Mm-hmm.
And like we said, like I have the height advantage. I'm very tall. I
Mm-hmm.
think my next opponent might be actually shorter than my previous opponent.
Really?
I think so. We're looking at Bostrick and
He's smaller, maybe.
he said he was 5'2", and then the last guy I fought was
5'4". Wow, even smaller.
Yeah, so I'm like,
We just go work on the body.
yeah,
And then,
Well,
that
I
might be
mean-
an easy head target.
yeah. It's kind of hard to hit the body when they're smaller.
No, you
Yeah.
protect your body because
Yeah,
he's
I
going to
know,
be
he should,
smaller.
yeah.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
I
He's
know.
going to be hitting your body, but protect your body. And then just, obviously, his head's going to
His
be
head,
a little
yeah.
target. But,
So yeah, we'll probably stay at 118 for a while, then move up to 122.
yeah.
26. I don't know. I want to hit to 140.
140.
Yeah, 118, 122, 26, 30, Not 35. You know,
35.
5 division.
Five division world champ. That sounds nice, huh?
That sounds nice.
Sounds good. Yeah,
Yeah,
I like the
sounds
ring
nice.
to
Make
it.
it 5.
I love the
Yeah,
confidence.
once
I
we
love
get that 5,
it.
then we'll start thinking about 6.
Right?
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna follow your journey the
Yeah.
entire way. I got you.
Been there since the start, so that's
Yep, and we're gonna keep going. You know,
Yeah.
we're gonna see you December 10th
December
back
10th,
at Commerce
Commerce,
Casino.
yes.
So hopefully that don't change because obviously we've been hearing Tank,
Ryan-
yeah, Ryan
Cindy
Garcia
Tank.
might fight. So we don't know. I mean, hopefully ours doesn't move, and then December 10th
And if it
will
does, we're just gonna stay ready, so it doesn't matter.
exactly.
So it's still gonna go on.
And so I have I think like two training videos already on you, but we'll be back to get another one.
Yeah.
Film some more footage of you so we can put for the fans. And let's build your fan base
Yeah.
and go from here. So I'm really thankful that you came on the
thank you for having me.
podcast,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
Thank you for putting up with this.
Yeah.
Getting ready, but hopefully maybe we can get Omar and Gloria after their fight
Hell yeah,
and see if they'll be down, you know.
We'll be for sure down there. They're cool people too.
Yeah, so I'm really thankful for everybody letting us use the gym.
Yeah.
And then we'll just close up the show. And then obviously we already talked about this. Any shout outs? Any sponsors? Obviously.
Gotta shout out Fundamentals because that's where we train. That's where we're at. Shout out to Don Chema Pescaderia.
For show, for
Shout
show.
out to my boy Dirty Worms. Salve Pizza. Be Better Chiropractor. Downtown LA Law. And all my fucking future sponsors. Thank
Yeah.
you guys.
Yeah, and then we'll go ahead and send me those logos. We'll hook them
Yeah,
up on the
hook 'em up.
video,
Yeah.
whatever you know. And of course, we're gonna keep watching your career.
Yes.
So thank you again, everybody.
Thank you for having me. Thank you.
Peace.